on this 8th night of love and other deaths, safety is measured in bruises. This story is called Tight.
Every moment of my life, I've been gripped. Tight. When I was born, Mom squeezed me in her arms. When she needed to sleep, Dad took over. Back and forth, pressing me hard against their chests for years. Well, of course I don't remember all that. But I know it happened. If it hadn't, I wouldn't be here now. Be thankful, Clem, my parents would say, my wrists sore between their tense fingers. Be thankful you have us to keep you safe. And I was thankful, really. But I was also curious. Some say you get sucked down into the ground by the world's quickest quicksand. Others claim you spontaneously combust into a billion specks of itty-bitty dust. One ex had this theory that aliens would come and abduct you in the blink of an eye. But the truth is, nobody knows. The moment you stop squeezing someone or they stop squeezing you, you're gone. It's like you were never there at all. In fact, there's a group that believes that when someone disappears, that's actually our minds being imprinted with a false memory of someone who never really existed. I don't like that theory. Imagine being someone's kid, disappearing, and then your parents convince themselves they never actually had you. I shouldn't judge, I guess. Maybe that's the only way to cope. Maybe that hurts less than knowing that you let your kid combust or get sucked down or abducted or whatever the fuck actually happened. But my friend, Denise, she existed. Denise's dad left with a new girlfriend shortly after she was born, so all she had was her mom. That poor woman, needing to grip Denise's arm or hand or foot at all times. Sure, in the afternoons, some family friends might come over to help and clench Denise for a couple hours. But the rest of the time, I don't know how her mom lasted as long as she did. That poor woman spent years holding her daughter tight. Then one day, well, no one knows exactly what happened, of course, but if you ask me, she must have been tired. So fucking tired. Maybe she just meant to close her eyes for a second, or maybe she knew she couldn't do this anymore. Either way, she let Denise go and poof, gone. Both of them. I hope whatever happened, Denise's mom didn't have time to think about what she did. She tried so hard, you know? She didn't deserve to know that all that was for nothing, that in the end it was like her little girl never existed. As for Denise, well, maybe that last moment wasn't so bad. Maybe for a hundredth of a second, she knew what it was like to be free. To not have someone grasping your arms so hard they bruise. You know, some claim that once upon a time, people just held hands to keep each other close. That it was soft, sweet, the stuff of fairy tales. I can't remember a time when I didn't know how it felt to have fingernails peel back my skin. My arms covered in so many little scars, I don't know which are from my parents and which are from my friends and which are from my lovers. Well, that's not entirely true. I recognize some of my lovers' marks. I dated this one woman, Sarah, who couldn't fall asleep if I wasn't squeezing her against my chest. She'd wake up with this big fucking bruise diagonal across her front. She'd stroke it lovingly and whisper, "Thank you." Breaking up is exhausting. You can't just have a big fight, storm off, and move on with your life. No, you gotta make sure you and your soon-to-be ex both have a couple friends present so you can immediately squeeze them for support. Takes a lot of scheduling. You get into an argument without friends present, you gotta stand there as your partner screams at you. My ex Jen would get so mad that she'd dig her nails into my shoulders until I felt blood drip down my back. I remember holding on to her, delirious from pain, convincing myself that I should be thankful that I had someone, anyone to keep me safe. The next day, she'd hold my waist in the shower and whisper, "I'm sorry," over and over again as the water sent dried flecks of blood down the drain. I asked my parents once, "Why does love hurt so much?" Mom gripped Dad's bicep as she chirped, "Be thankful. The pain keeps you alert. It keeps you alive." I asked them if I could come home for a bit, if I could end things with Alice, my girlfriend at the time, and hold on to them for a while. They reassured me that Alice and I would figure it out, that all this pain would be worth it, that I'd miss her bruises if they were gone. These days, I've got scars from countless exes. I can describe to you in perfect detail how their fingers scratched me, their arms squeezed me, their hands choked me until I could hardly fucking breathe. And every time I thank them for keeping me alive. Even sex has lost its appeal. It's just another way of holding on to someone, making sure they won't let go, keeping them wrapped around you so for at least 5 more minutes, you have some hope that you won't disappear. My whole body aches. I'm drowning in memories of people clinging to me, calling my pain the cost of living, demanding that I should be grateful that they chose me. Every day I wake up with the hope that love might hurt a little less, and every day that hope flickers and sputters like a flame running out of oxygen. I look down at my wife, and I cannot breathe. I must let go. I must. I need to know, even if it's just for 100th of a second, what it's like to be free.
We hope tonight's story left you satisfied. When the hunger returns, you'll know where to find us.
You've been listening to Long Winter Nights, Love and Other Deaths, a horror story advent calendar. Tight was written by Kerry Kazmierowicztrimm and read for you by Bonnie Marie Williams. The music was composed by Adrian Prevost, with sound mix by Austin Chase. Video editing was done by Matt Hill and Cody Derr. The opening narration was read for you by Alba Albanese. Love and Other Deaths was produced by Matt Hill, Chelsea Sutton, Lisa Sanaye Dring, and Lyndsey Stogdill. Executive producer meriko, borogove. Long Winter Nights was co-created by Matt Hill, Chelsea Sutton, and Lisa Sanaye Dring. Copyright 2026. To learn more about our team and where you can hear more of these tales, visit longwinternights.com.